Myles Munroe once said, "The richest place on earth is not the gold mines of South Africa or the oil fields of the Middle East. It's the graveyard where dreams, ideas, books, and businesses died with the people who never acted on them." At the beginning of the year, you had plans, didn't you? How is that going? How far? You wrote goals, made promises, maybe even created a vision board. But how's that going today? Because here's the truth. The year is running out fast, and if you're not intentional, December will come and so will regret. Please subscribe and draw closer. Let's fix what's been stealing your momentum. Here are 10 habits ruining your progress and how we can break them today. You and I. Number 1. This isn't just a habit, it's a stronghold, a full-blown principality. I have deep respect for this one. It's procrastination. And I'll be real with you all. If procrastination were a kingdom, I would be a queen. My crown made of to-do list, throne made of half-started projects. I lived there and I ruled there. What's that project you've been putting off? That business idea you keep talking about? That book you've been about to write since 2022, or God knows? Procrastination isn't just laziness. It's a silent killer of dreams, purpose, and momentum. Every day you delay something important, you are not just wasting time, you are voting against your future self. Procrastination can be broken. It's not a life sentence. And here's how I started getting my power back, and you can too. Number 1, use the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself, I'll just do this for 5 minutes. Getting started is 8% of the battle, and most times when I finally start, I get the job done. Break big projects into bite sizes. Overwhelm is a trigger. So instead of write the book, say write 1 paragraph a day. Instead of launch a business, say research 1 tool. Use a visible timer and a 1-task focus. I personally use a timer on my desktop screen and set, for example, 25 minutes for 1 task. This trains your focus muscle just like a gym workout. Reward your progress, not perfection. Celebrate even the small wins. Track your avoidance triggers. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Is it the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of what people will say? This YouTube channel sat on my someday list for years, until I took my own advice, and here we are today. This video cannot do justice to the beast called procrastination, so I will be dedicating and unpacking the psychology, spiritual roots, and the game plan to finally break that cycle for good. So make sure you subscribe, turn on the bell, and don't miss that deep dive. The second habit is people pleasing. This disease has cost me years of my life. Maybe you can relate. Saying yes when you really mean no. Those extra hours doing work that wasn't yours. Those dreams you put on hold because someone said they weren't practical. People pleasing isn't kindness. It's fear wearing a mask called helpfulness. Let me share something here. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't deserve your purpose, you are saying no to something that does. This is what you do. Practice saying, let me think about it. Set boundaries with a smile. Kindness doesn't require your sacrifice. Write down the non-negotiable aspects of your life that you are not willing to compromise. Start with small no's to build your courage muscle. The third habit is fear. The 4-letter words that probably sabotage more dreams than any other force on the earth. There is the fear of failure, the what if I mess up, fear of success, the who am I to achieve this. There's the fear of judgment, the what will they think, fear of the unknown, the but what if. Well, I've felt them all. The racing heart before pressing the publish button, the second guessing before investing money, the hesitation before stepping onto a stage. Nelson Mandela said, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Fear doesn't go away. You just learn to dance with it. Do this today. Name your fear specifically. Be self-aware. Vague fears are harder to conquer. Do 1 small brave thing daily. Courage is a muscle. Create a fear journal. Document what happened when you faced your fear. Find a friend who encourages your bravery. Number 3, Comparison. In a world of perfectly filtered social media posts, comparison becomes almost automatic. I catch myself doing it too. Theodore Roosevelt called comparison the thief of joy, but I think it's also the thief of action. Practice comparisonitis awareness. Notice when this happens. Keep a wins journal of your progress, no matter how small it is. Find inspiration in others without diminishing your own journey and your own work. Lack of clarity. You can't hit a target you can't see. Sounds obvious, right? But how many of us are chasing vague notions of success or happiness without defining what that actually looks like? Myles Munroe said, "Where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable." Without clarity, you are just busy, you're not productive. Write down your goal in one crystal clear sentence. Identify 3 measurable metrics of your success. Create a visual representation of your goal. Schedule monthly clarity checks to ensure you're still right on track. Inconsistency. We live in an instant gratification world, but real success isn't built overnight. It's built daily. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence then is not an act or an habit. Consistency isn't sexy, it's not glamorous, but it's the difference between those who talk about dreams and those who actually live them. You should create a minimum viable daily actions for your goals. Track consistency with visual chain or calendar. Find an accountability partner who checks in regularly. So important. Celebrate consistency milestones, not just results. Comfort zone addiction. Get this. Growth and comfort cannot exist. Every major breakthrough in life came after a period of discomfort, sometimes extreme discomfort. And yet, our brains are wired to seek comfort, to stay safe, and to avoid risk. As Neil Donald said, life begins at the end of comfort zone. You should do this. Do one uncomfortable thing daily. Small stretches build courage. Reframe failures as data collection. Identify your top 3 growth preventing comfort. Schedule regular comfort zone challenges. Neglecting self-care. This might seem counterintuitive, but pushing harder isn't always the answer. I've burned out more times than I can count, thinking that rest was a thing for the weak, that sleep was optional, that my body and mind were limitless resources, but they're not. They are not. Jim Rohn wisely noted, "Take care of your body. It's the only place where you have to live. Where else would you go? You can schedule rest like you schedule work. It's non-negotiable. Create morning and evening routines that support your well-being. Set boundaries around work hours and stick to them. Track energy levels to identify what truly recharges you. Your daily rest, weekly rest, monthly rest, and yearly rest is very. Look, I know change isn't easy. These habits didn't form overnight and they won't disappear overnight either. But here's what I want you to remember. Every moment is a new opportunity to choose differently, to choose better, to choose growth. The fact that you've watched this far tells me something powerful about you. It tells me you are ready to stop letting these habits write your story. Remember what Myles Munroe said, the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without purpose. Have a purpose. You have potential, and now you have a plan. The remaining months of 2025 are still unwritten. Let's make this count. If this video helped you, hit the subscribe button and share it with someone who needs it. And drop a comment telling me which habits you're tackling first. Until next time, keep growing, keep glowing, and keep